Good morning, fam. Good morning. Good morning. Once again, we tardy. I'm tardy. Yep, I'm guilty. Alright, so let me take a shot. Gotta go and take a shot of that. Some more. Oh, the ginseng is gone, so I gotta watch that bottle out too. So we gonna handle that business. I'm gonna handle that business. Alright. But I still have. Y'all see that? Look at that. That is that phoenix blood. And it's turning like a reddish rust color. Why you call it phoenix blood? Because that's the symbol of Gye-Nyame. And we got our sacred animal. We got to take care of it. What's up, Natty Bongos Silwery Moon Star? Okay. Alright, we just going to say Natty. Alright. Good morning to you. If you want your ancestors recognized on the show today, just type their name in and you can hit me up at 614-300-1875. Once again, that's 614-300-1875. It's text. Text hashtag Daily Toast or hashtag Ancestors and put your ancestors' name on it so I can add them to the list. Or you can just put them on this timeline, and if I'm able, I'll get them. I'll catch them today and put them on the list, and we can read them today and then get them on a regular basis. All right. So I'm gonna take a shot. I got y'all a different angle nowadays because that's how we rolling right now. There's been some changes with the camera and stuff like that. I had to get a new case. I had to get a different camera because this camera is supposed to be 3 times better than my other camera. But just so that y'all can see, y'all see that? Watching from what? From Barcelona, Spain. Hey, that means Mr. Natty Bongo, do you have ancestors? Throw them up. Throw up some ancestors, family. You know what I'm saying? So you are our Barcelona, Spain hookup, right? Because I understand there's a lot of stuff that Brother Hatim need to get over and see in Barcelona, at least in Spain, right? Because I heard the Moors reached out into Spain. You don't want to see what's going on over there, right? So we're going to take that shot to get us started with our day. We already did our workout. We did our mile and a smile. That's what I used to call on my program, Give Yourself Permission. A mile and a smile. Where I would take a run, then I would do a meditation. So for the next 14 days, actually I've been doing it for the last 10 days actually. I started at the camp. I started doing my fast, doing the run. And started running, doing the meditation, and the young people really motivated me to get back into doing my breathing and my meditation. And that's the beauty of when you work with young people, because they remind you of what's important, right? They remind you of what you're supposed to be doing, right? Even though you don't really forget. I didn't forget I was supposed to be doing that, but life happens, right? So here's that shot. Hold on. Okay. We get the show started. I need to let you know you are now rocking with the best. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. God damn it, anime. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and this is the Daily Toast. And of course, you know it's a Heart of a Simple production. And we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Shouts out to my sister Tyelise. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tyelise. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. All right, here we go. Grab your water. Come on. Pick up your water. Grab your glass. Natty Bongo, you new. So watch what we do. You need yourself a bottle of water. Do you live in Spain? Let me ask that. Are you just vacationing in Spain, or do you live in Spain? We have our water. We got our glass. In this case, it's fish bowls. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Great Umoja to you as well. We're going to make it a great day. I got a fishbowl right here. You know what I'm saying? We having glass wars. Me and one of my brothers. He go out and get a big glass. I go out and get a big glass. He go out and get a bigger glass. I go out and get a bigger glass. So in a minute, we're going to be drinking out of it. I don't know. I got the next step. If he wants to take this to the next level, I got the next level glass. I'm just warning you, Shaka. Don't do it, man. Don't make me have to pull out the ultimate glass. Don't do it, man. We don't need to continue the hostilities with this glass thing, man. All right? So, I'm just saying. But you need your glass, you need your water, you need your health drink. So today we are going to be sipping on, and I'm going to say sipping. This is kind of flat because the top has been open and all of the, but I know how to bring it back to life, right? I'm going to go out, I got some honey, throw some honey up in here, bring it back to life. But I only got this much left. There is no more Ambrosia. The only thing left is teas. Right? And the reason that I'm out of teas, is that the store where I'm getting the mixture of teas, right? The mixture of teas that I usually get is all out of it. I went in last time I bought it up, and they just didn't restock. So I'm going back in. They're supposed to have it sometime this week, so I probably won't get it until possibly Friday. Oh, that's some push-ups. Oh, my God. To Nia. I'm going to get it on Nia. And I'm going to start brewing. And I probably have some early July. But I'm going to have a lot. Right? Because I got 12 pounds of honey now. I plan to have about 24 pounds of honey by the time I start brewing. Actually, when I get ready to go into the second brewing, I'm going to have about 24 pounds of honey, right? So, we're going to be sipping on this. So, make sure now, like I said, I'm just explaining the rules to new folks. You start off with your water, right? We need our water. We need our glass. We need our health drink, all right? So, without any further ado, let's get it. Come on now. Water family, come on now, you know what it is. Once again, happy birthday, Tyelise. You old now. Welcome.
Mr. Diddy.
Come on. Drink your water. Come on. Drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink your water. Breath and drink some water. Take your breath and sip some water. Take your breath. Drink. Then curl your glass and drink some water. Curl your glass and drink some water. Curl your glass and drink some water. Curl your glass. Drink. I gotta take it, it's heavy. And move your body, drink some water. It's so big I can't even dance. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body. Drink. Now here we go. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass. Drink. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Take a breath and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. But hey, let's do it right. Hold on. Breathe, drink, move, lift. Well, here we go. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and take a sip. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass and drink. Lift your glass and drink. Lift your glass and drink. Take your breath. Drink your water. Eat your food. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Total health. Health is a new wealth. Come on. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass and drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Curl your glass. Curl your glass. Curl your glass. Y'all see how I get the workout in? You know, we got the big glass. That's the benefit of having a big glass. You get your workout in and drink your water and toast your ancestors. There's no reason why we can't just do it all. You can have your cake and eat it too. Here on Gye-Nyame Journey. Get your water. We got the help going down. All right, family. First off, once again, I need to say happy birthday to all those cancers out there. I'm just excited because today is my sister's, I think it's her 49th birthday. She done been around the sun 49 times. Wow. So that means I'm old because I'm her older brother, which means I'm always 2 years ahead of her, except for that in-between period where she catches up with me for maybe about 7 to 8 months, right? She just 1 year behind me, and then we moved to the 2 years, right? But I'm 2 years senior, so I don't know. Maybe she 48. Nah. Nah. But all right, family. But in all seriousness, yesterday was a beautiful day because I had opportunity. I got invited over to the Hill family's place. Sister Madonna invited me over to pour libations for her family, and that was a beautiful event. My children were able to come and they was able to enjoy themselves. And then we had a dinner that we had to go to. I mean, it was a beautiful and a powerful and a nation building day. Every time I get an opportunity to go someplace and we're talking about more than sports or more than just some TV shows and stuff like that, and we're able to throw some real planning, some real discussion, lessons about us. It's a beautiful day, and that sets the tone for, especially when it happens on the Imani, it sets the tone for the next cycle that's coming up. Because for us, each week is a cycle, right? So like the issue that I had with the coming up with the Nguzo Saba for the days, right? I mean, you know, I don't know if it was a new concept. I haven't heard of it until I started doing it. But far as Gye-Nyame, when we use the Nguzo Saba, far as building, right? It's like a lot of people just talk about the Nguzo Saba, but far as the process of really building for us and doing things like make it happen, I mean, because those that's been around long enough, you get to start catching on to the lingo. So I say something to a normal group of people understand, but I say make it happen, and people in Gye-Nyame understand, because there's we developed a folk tale that goes along with the concept of making it happen. So I mean, it's kind of a joke, a serious joke, but something that has been very effective with our young people, with ourselves, right? We ain't got enough money to take all these kids on the camping trip. Make it happen. What are you talking about? Make it happen. We only got enough money for 5. We got 15. Make it happen. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and the process of making it happen walks us through the Nguzo Saba. But when we use Nguzo Saba with Gye-Nyame, and I couldn't do it because it would confuse everybody, we used the Nguzo Saba backwards. What do I mean? We used the Nguzo Saba backwards, right? Because a lot of people want to start off, we want to start off our conversations with unity, but through my years of building, I'm understanding that we can't walk in a room in unity, right? Unity, all of the, first off, in Gye-Nyame, you learn that all the principles are an internal thing. All of the principles, whether we're talking about the principles of Mayan, whether we're talking about the Hermetic laws, whether we're talking about the M7, whether we're talking about the Nguzo Saba, all these principles start as an internal thing first. It's not external. See, a lot of us, we want to deal with the Nguzo Saba as an external thing, and we think that makes everything cool because we want unity with everybody. We want self-determination for everybody. We want collective work and responsibility for everybody, not realizing that these principles are an internal process first. They're internal thing first. What do I mean? How do you have unity with just yourself, Brother Hatem? You are a being composed of billions of cells. You want to bring unity to the world, but your cells are acting in moving in different directions. Your organs in your bodies are moving in different directions. Even the thoughts in your mind are not unified, but yet you want to unify the world. You want to unify our people. Can't do it. You can't do it. It's an internal principle. First off, all of the principles start on the inside, and they work from inside of you outward. So now the whole issue, this is like, for example, when you ask somebody in Gye-Nyame, how many levels of learning is it? It's 3 levels, Brother Hatem. What are the 3 levels? We have memorization, intelligence of the mind, and intelligence of the heart. What? Wait a minute. I thought the mind was the ultimate, Brother Hatem. Well, the mind is only the ultimate. The mind is only the ultimate when you're dealing with man. When you start getting into spiritual understanding, you start understanding the importance of the heart, and you start understanding why in ancient societies the heart was uplifted. Well, I mean, I know I'm going there for a lot of y'all. All right, so when we start building with the Nguzo Saba, first we understand that the Nguzo Saba is principles that work inside of us. We understand that the M7 work inside of us, and the reason that a lot of us have problems is because we're trying to force all these principles on other people when we haven't mastered them ourselves. So now, boom. All right, it started inside, Brother Hatem. We understand. What do you mean you work with the Nguzo Saba backwards? So we look at the Nguzo Saba, Umoja Kuchakli Ujima Jamani Akumunimani, right? And one of the first things that I realized that when I was going through college was just an experiment. What do you mean? Well, I looked at Ohio State University, and I noticed that for the white kids, at least, Ohio State was a laboratory. They were able to experiment with life. So those individuals that was really interested in becoming politicians could become and practice being politicians on the Ohio State campus and make all their mistakes, so that when they actually jumped into the world of politics, they made all their mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You just had to know who to talk to, how to get in there, or at least have an inroad. Somebody in your family was able to plug you into that. You had people who was able to do science experiments because they was able to get plugged in to do those experiments. You have people that wanted to be in the military. You have people that want to be on the police force. You have people that want, and you could go on and you can experiment on Ohio State. You just have to have access to that level of information. I didn't have that access, right? So I had to come up with different ways to make things happen for myself. So I was struggling because I had papers due. And like coming out of the school that I came out of, I never really wrote over like a 4-page paper. These people talk about 10 or 15 pages. I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? So I said, damn, there got to be some way. And you know, I go to writers' workshops, and, you know, you got to go through all that shit. You know, they take you through all this, and you never get no writing done in the writer's workshop, which I don't understand, right? So I said, damn, there got to be a way. So I looked at the principles, because people was like, the Nguzo Saba is the answer for our people. Boom, boom, boom. Kwanzaa, blah, blah, blah. Look at the principles. Say, these principles are dope. How can I get them to work for me? So I'm sitting up here like, damn, I need to learn how to write. So I started applying the principles. So I started with unity. I'm like, damn, well, I don't have nothing to unify as far as this paper. I was still working from the outside in. I got nothing to unify in the paper. I said, well, damn, you know, I don't even have faith in myself and my ability to write the damn paper. That's where it started. I said, oh, wait, hold on. What if I start with faith in me being able to do the damn paper first? And I had to review my life and demonstrate to myself that I was able to write. And I was able to work from Imani through Kaumba, through Nia, through Ujamaa, through Ujima, through Kujichagulia, all the way up into Umoja. And Umoja was the finishing aspect of it. So when I'm looking at the Nguzo Saba, I work with it backwards. When I make a shit happen, I work from it backwards, right? So I'm understanding that when I'm stepping up to do something, I already had the conversation with myself as far as having faith in me and in the group that I'm working with to do it. And I know that by sparking that faith, it's going to spark that creativity within me as well as within the group that I'm working with, right? And once that creativity is flowing, boom, the purpose is going to come alive, because all of my creativity is going to work towards that purpose, right? It's going to work towards it. As a matter of fact, it's going to create new purposes out of what I thought the original purpose was anyway, right? Sub-purposes or some shit like that, right? And then from there, we're going to get the cooperative economics. What you mean? I mean, well, it's easier for me to raise money when I believe in what I'm doing, when my creativity is showing, right? And I have a clear purpose, and I'm able to explain that purpose to others. First off, they see me investing, once that internal thing, then they feel comfortable in investing, right? And then once I got the cooperative economics flowing, it's a lot easier for me to start practicing Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. So first off, I'm taking responsibility. It's easier for me once I'm taking responsibility to motivate the collective to do the same thing. And as a collective, we're able to get more work done, right? As Brother Taiwan say, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to last a long time, go together. Right? You want to be successful, let's work together. So we work it together. And from there, we can move straight into self-determination, group determination. Because now we got everybody working. We got the confusion popping up. So now we got to be determined to make the shit happen. But that started inside with me. I have to show the determination, which spills over into the group. And then finally, we move to the point where we are able to bring everything together. And that unity, all of those principles start working together, and voila, it happens. I don't have to punch. As Bruce Lee say, I don't punch. It hits all by itself. Because I went through my steps, right? But hey, that's just simple. So we're going to finish up this water. I need to put on a water song real quick. Let's see what I got. I'm going to go download some more music. I'm going to have a little bit of time next week. So let's see what track 3 is.
Means collective work responsibility. I'm trying to kick some knowledge, so listen to me. See, we are a community that does help OD for all of our sisters and brothers needs. And many people will be better than one. So let's all unite and get the work done, such as joining hands and working on a master plan. So all the people of the motherland will understand to be more collective and responsible than the white man. Cause I refuse to lose my faith and mentality. A strong black woman is what I plan to be. And I think I'm gonna make it, you see. Cause all I need is God, Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Cause all I need is God, Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Cause all I need is God. Ujima, I'll teach you to each other.
All I need is God, Ujima and me. Wow, young people was getting it back then. Dang, all those young people that was on that, that was on that album. Oh man, good grief! All right, so family, what we're gonna do? We're gonna pour these libations. We're gonna get to the stars of the show. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here because this gotta last us for a while. But then we got other teas and other stuff to sip on. We still got to work on because I'm still continuing my experiment with the bee pollen, and I will be adding bee pollen, extra bee pollen to all of those ambrosias. You know what I'm saying? Just because, right? So y'all see, boom, got the flowers floating in there, right? Now I like this, even though it went flat. So I'm going to experiment with another batch where I'm going to keep it sealed. Because this one was obviously unsealed. But the flowers have the floral is a beautiful scent. Cleveland, you over there asleep.
No, I'm not.
Have a beautiful, the flowers have a beautiful effect as far as the smell of it. And they have I want to say a numbing type quality within the drink, right? So I'm gonna do a little bit more research on, and I think you pronounce it chrysanthemums, right? Go to the Asian store and I be running into all types of shit, you know. Same thing when I go to the African store, I be like, shit, what's in here? See what they got? What they hiding? You know what I'm saying? Trying to get close to those cultural foods, right? Those culturally appropriate foods, family. All right, so now, first things first, I want to give honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. My fault. Let me stop. Shouts out to the Simpsons out there in Simpson land right now, somewhere in the United States. Simpson has taken over a camp, and right now, Simpson land is alive, right? So we definitely want to send our support and love to all those sisters that are gathering to do the work, right? Do that nation building work, right? It's nation building happening all the country, family. All we gotta do is open our eyes and see. That's it. All we gotta do is open our ears and hear. All we gotta do is start using our senses and activate these reticular formations, and we're gonna find examples of our principles every day. Matter of fact, we're going to find an overabundance of our principles every day. Poor C, I feel the same this morning. Hung out with the big kids too late last night. Thanks to Diane. Word. Man, come on, man. That wasn't too late, man. That wasn't, and it was very constructive. You understand what I'm saying? Very constructive. Very good conversation. Once again, it always reminds me that one of the major pieces is, even though we're not super political far as what's going on in the country, there's always politics going on. Always politics going on. And what really blew my mind was when Cleveland set up and started making comments, and I had to tell him, get back in your place, boy. Just listen. Right? Don't make no comments here. Don't make no jokes here. This ain't for you.
Making comments on what?
Oh, boy, once again, there you go. Talking when you should be listening. You know what I'm saying? Be quiet before Kwame throw one of them square questions at you. Because you're scared of that. You talk crazy to me, Kwame. But, you know, when you start hitting him with them square questions, he clams up. We're traveling the hero's path. We have to make them realize this. The victory is already ours. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. And the beautiful piece is, it's not handed to us. We got to face the dragon, family. And all of us ain't gonna make it through that. Like, you know, one of the issues that we struggle with is that a lot of us want to be at the victory celebration, and that's not even that. It don't go down like that. It don't go down like that, right? You know, I came to terms a long time ago that we all not gonna get along. We all not gonna be able to sit at the same table. I just want to see the work getting done. I don't give a shit. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to like me. You don't have to get along with me. But my people are in need, right? And I don't have all the answers, and I don't know nobody who do. Just do your thing and make sure you taking care of our people and not taking care of your lazy, greasy ass. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. And as long as you're doing the work, family, I don't even care. You know, changing a young person's life, helping take care of some of our elders, helping develop nation builders, helping train warriors, helping keep schools open, helping to educate, helping to feed our people, helping to teach our people to grow their own food. I don't give a damn, but you need to be out there. We ain't got, you know, we only got this. We got more than this life, but right now, in this now, we only got this life. And you know what I'm saying? And we have to press and make sure that we're as productive as we possibly can be with the time that we are allotted in this incarnation. That's all I'm saying, family. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I've been doing this so long that people falling out it's par for the course. I know that shit. I already know that's gonna happen. So it ain't bother me no more. It's like a bump. When you be driving down the street and you hit a bump, you know what I'm saying? If you get too excited about the bump and get too dramatic, you end up in the other lane. Now I hit the goddamn bump and it's nothing to me. Because I done did these bumps. I done did this shit over and over and over again from 1987. Actually, before 1987, it became official in 87, 88. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this shit. I've been organizing since I was young, right? From the little group called the Secret Society that I was doing in Akron, Ohio with my homeboys back then before I even knew about secret societies, right? Boom, boom, boom. From there to MAC to Underground Railroad to 35th Dynasty to Gye-Nyame to Simba, then to Gye-Nyame. I've been doing this. And I've been seeing the changes, and I already know. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like being a boxer. When you get in the ring, you know what's coming after certain blows. After you've been boxing with somebody for a while, you know what to expect. I already know, right? So raise our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator, and we salute that Creator, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we get to the stars of the show. These are the ancestors. So let's get it. Oh, that's why Natty couldn't text me, because he's in Barcelona, Spain. Now I dig it. Maybe it might be, but that might be an international number. You could go to the Gye-Nyame Journey. You can inbox me on Gye-Nyame Journey, and I will be able to send you text through the Facebook piece, because also Superphone work on that too. But calling on Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Tex, and Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gaston, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown. Let me tell y'all something. Check this out. I know I keep interrupting. So yesterday I was at the ceremony, and I was trying to inspire the family to start doing their ancestors, going through their family line, and Gina kept because, you know, Gina was there with me. Gina kept throwing out ancestors, right? So every time somebody tried to say something, Gina say one of her ancestors. I say, Gina, that's our family. We trying to get this family to remember where they came from. So, you know, to let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? But the piece was, she demonstrated when she got the opportunity, and when she finally get the opportunity to pour the libations, that she's going to be able to do a good job, right? Because I wanted to acknowledge that. I'm like, Gina, get them an opportunity. Let them, you know what I'm saying? Because they was like, wow, you know, because they like, I didn't know he had that many people. No. Hold on. Gina, calm down, baby. Let them say their ancestors. All right. Alvara Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman, Nomo X, Sapet Myra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Dergale Pulley and the Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rendelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hines Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Cleve. Wake up. Go take your shower, because the girls didn't take a bath last night, so they're going to take a bath this morning. So hurry up. A shower.
Yes, sir.
Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey, family. Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kendi, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worlds, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. Now to the pretty book. Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irving, Harun Phillips, William Ford Jr., Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irving Sr., Michael Irving, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Prudent, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Baba Naeem, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., John Dewey, and Ruth Beard, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bet Vaughn, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe, Jamel Alls, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Albert Moore, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nana Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joe Ann Perkins, Richard Jackson, Vivian Stevenson, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lester and Rachel Saunders, John Bowie, Alex Nixon, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Aunt Becca, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Emma McClendon, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boot Jefferson, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Catney, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Phyllis Lee, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry. We lift up those ancestors that we call. We lift up some of them that's on some of our people's hearts. We lift them up and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment, and we are on the glorious day of Umoja, which for those that don't speak the language is unity. The demonic principle of the day is truth. The color is violet. Beautiful, beautiful purple. Natural, deep purple. Right? The Hermetic law of the day is mentalism. If you was born on this day, the male name is Kwojo. If you were born on this day as a female, it's Adjua. Right? In the EEC, or the Emotional Emancipation Circles, which we got rolling off at, we got it popping off, part of the warrior training. Warriors that can't control their emotions are no good to themselves or to the group that they are serving. African-centered cultural virtue and value system. By the way, family, I need to make arrangements because, like I said, we gonna work on bringing Wakesa back for some more workshops. All right, in Wolof today, we're working with Taranga, sense of hospitality. In the Khan ethics, we're once again working with truth. And I can't hear, what is truth? What is truth? And then in Yoruba, we have Shuru. patience. All right? So have patience with your family. Have a sense of hospitality with your family. Execute truth with your family. So, since we are in the now, I have to do my now thing.
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Family, stop acting like there's a tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There's only the eternal now, at least while you are here. Maybe in the spirit realm, you could move from the past to the future, and, but right now, you are in the constant now. And the question that we have to ask when we toasting is, are we using our now right? So we salute this now. And we're going to get out. We're going to activate those reticular formations, and we're going to begin looking for those principles. Right? And the principle of the day that we are hunting is Umoja. Let's find it. There's an abundance in our community. All we got to do is be looking for it. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe to the moment. From there we move to our future, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We realize that in the present we are building the foundation upon which they will stand. And if we're not building, then our children will have nothing to stand upon, which means they will be in a free fall. Let me say that again. If we are not building in the now, we are not laying a foundation upon which our children can stand. And if they don't have nothing to stand, we will give birth to them and basically drop them into the precipice of life, into the black hole of life where they will be able to fall their whole life. Till they are consumed by what is out here. Family, our primary goal is to protect our future. And we protect our future by handling our business in our now. So we're going to salute our children now. We're going to allow their memories or even the idea of them to spark us to move in this now, because we understand that this now is not ours. Many of us, we've been taught and we've been fooled to believe that this now is ours, but it's not. It's not. We got to get busy and stop playing, right? So we lift up the glass for our children, our children's children, onto infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, we move on to all of our relations, and we say Ashe. From there, we're going to do that selfish libation. We're going to give a moment for you to focus on you for a moment. Once again, like I said, because none of the principles work if they're not working with you. If you don't have unity within, there's no unity without. If you don't have Kuji Chakali within, there's no Kuji Chakali without. If you don't have a purpose within, there's no purpose without. So take this moment. Smell the honey. Wow. So take this moment. Do a selfish libation. What is it that you need? What is it that you need? Ashe. Last but not least, I toast the most powerful being in the room, and that is your marvelous, wonderful, and beautiful self. Family, I wish you, I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And I toast your beautiful, powerful, magnificent self, and I wish you, once again, peace, power, joy, and 100 years. This is Brother Tim. Sorry for the late toast. Sorry for talking so damn long. Just can't help it sometimes. Right? But yo, I am out. First, let's take a sip. Flat but good. I do some good fermenting. One love, fam. Peace out, Brother Kwame. Peace out to whoever else is out there. All right. I'm out. Peace.